Vulnerability. It's amazing to me how it unleashes love in the human heart. It never fails. When I started to do some research, actually the meaning behind the experience of vulnerability, one in particular resonated with my soul, and that is genuine or authentic sensitivity. I can honestly say that this book came from an amazingly vulnerable time in Peggy's life, and many of you might not know that, but it was actually written during the time that her mother was passing from this earth. It is amazing to me how vulnerability unleashes love in the human heart and connection. Perhaps it's simply because it is the portal through which we are reminded of the things that mean the most to us. Two things from my own experience come to mind that speak to this truth. One happened with myself. A moment of vulnerability when I stood before myself in the mirror, bald and breastless. I didn't recognize myself 3 years ago. In fact, I covered my mirrors for a while. My mom said something pretty profound. She's a very profound woman. She says, it's interesting, Lauren, because there's an old tradition in a particular culture where they don't believe in mirrors because they feel that it robs the essence of the soul, of the truth of the soul. So I covered my mirrors. When the sheets came down and I stood before myself bald and breastless, I believe that was the first time in my vulnerability that I connected to true love and awareness of my true beauty within. Peggy wrote these words of this amazing resource, and I almost felt like skipping up here and saying what Bob said, because it sums it up, what he said, thank you very much, and walk off the stage. I am blown away by the detail given, but not surprised in terms of, again, vulnerability. Some people have said that the opposite of vulnerability is resilience. However, I feel they walk hand in hand. The definition of resilience is the ability to return to the original state after a hazard. What's interesting about that is if we nurture the original state, which this book does phenomenally, nurture the original state of love, joy, gratitude, truly remembering the one thing that we all seek and we simply forgot. So this is an amazing book of remembrance. And because it was written through the experience and the energy of vulnerability, it will move mountains for you, for me, because it connects us in the experience of being a human being. I love what Bob said. It doesn't matter, color, size, shape, position. We all have the same model. We are human beings. The same powerful energy courses through all of us and connects us. And it's through the power of vulnerability that we're reminded of that. And this book is an incredible resource for that. Another time, I just have to mention this really quickly, I parked my car. I was late for chemo. I was experimenting with unleashing vulnerability and love within the human hearts by walking around bald, which was phenomenal. I have endless stories about this. And I came out and there was an officer who was writing me a ticket after my chemo. So I'm hustling to get to him, and as I was running toward him, I said, I'm so sorry I'm late. Couldn't find a parking spot and I had to get into my chemo. To which he replied, I saw his whole body language change as he saw me running out of the hospital. Instantly, vulnerability unleashed love within his heart. He looked at me almost sheepishly and started ripping up the ticket and said, oh, ma'am, I'm sorry. Don't worry about it. Have a beautiful day. I never once bought my own coffee or tea at Starbucks going through chemo. Love is unleashed through the experience of vulnerability. This book is a powerful resource to remind us of all that we have forgotten that connects us to what we truly want. The one thing we all truly want and we just simply forgot. So it's an incredible resource of remembrance. I feel so blessed to be standing up here to encourage you souls out there to, for sure, get this book. And then, as Bob said, it's one thing to read it, but what transforms lives is to apply it. That's the beauty, to apply it. So read it and apply it and believe, because it will change your life and the lives of those around you. Profound vulnerability moves mountains every time. Connects hearts universally and unleashes love. And this book, I keep looking down here, it's like, where's the book? And I see me. This book will do it for you. So thank you, Peggy, for having the courage to push through the vulnerability. I have to say this too, because I'm speaking with a little more insight than perhaps you have. She almost flushed this book. She said, she revealed it to me that she almost flushed this book before it came out because she felt exposed, which is another definition for vulnerability, to feel exposed or possibility of an attack. Yet she pushed through that for a greater good. And any time we push through that, whether it's expanding our box, trying something different, exploring our space, this doesn't feel comfortable to me. You know what? I'm going to push it a little bit. Oh, I'm still okay. Now it is okay. And that's how we expand, like that little yellow dot, which I still see, actually. Expanding, 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 expanding. One more thing. I live in Colorado. It's phenomenal right now because there's sunflower seeds and sunflowers everywhere. When she told me and showed me and sent to me the book cover, I was so moved because of the profound potential that is contained in this one little flower. It's limitless. This is one little flower. And so I was driving out of the mountains, and then I was walking my dogs, and I was looking at these sunflowers, and I actually crouched down, and I was looking at this sunflower, and I saw all those individual seeds and thought, my goodness, the potential for life is limitless. Is it no different for us? We just forgot. That's all. So this is a book of remembrance, Peggy. You've given us this gift, a book of remembering the one thing that we just forgot, and it's time to remember. And it's very easy to remember once we shift our paradigm. I choose to remember. Oh, I forgot, but now I choose to remember. Oh, that's nice. It can be easy. It doesn't have to be difficult. So thank you, Peg, for this incredible gift of life that will truly multiply. And I'm just grateful to be part of this. Thanks. And sip and sing more.